when people take pictures of government buildings, in particular police department, it does cause some concerns, so some folks let us know. I'm making a threat assessment right now, okay?
Just need some pictures of some marked units.
I'm not buying it.
Okay.
Do you have an ID I can see?
I'd rather not give it. You have to have reasonable suspicion that committed a crime.
Because you're outside a law enforcement facility acting suspicious. That's all I need.
Is that a felony or misdemeanor?
That's a misdemeanor.
Being suspicious?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. It's called disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct. The Supreme Court has ruled that photography on a public sidewalk is...
We'll do it my way. Come with me.
I'm going to put his camera just on the hood of the car.
Please don't touch my camera. I don't consent to any searches or seizures of my property. Alright, so, as you can see, I've been illegally detained and thrown in the back of a squad car. You've not given me suspicion of a crime.
Okay, well, first of all, I told you were being detained for the suspicion activity that's going on.
You can't legally detain me for suspicious activity?
Absolutely, I can.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to do, okay, after you're willing to give me your first name, is I'm going to take your phone, I'm going to put it on the hood of the car for my safety and my cover officer's safety, okay?
For my phone?
Yeah.
How does it make you unsafe that I'm recording this?
Okay, I'm going to explain it to you.
Alright, so what's going on, guys? So, just give you a little timeline on what's going on here. So, November 2nd was the day that I went and filmed the police department. November 4th, I put out the original video, and November 6th is when they issued a bulletin regarding it, which I will go on to explain here in just a minute. So, let's start with this. On November 2nd, 2017, Clayton was filming the secured parking lot of the Colorado Springs Police Department Falcon Substation in Colorado Springs, Colorado. City of Colorado Springs police officers contacted Clayton. Just to be clear here, this is a settlement agreement. This is not, they were not sued. This is an agreement saying pretty much that I will not sue them because in good faith we reached a settlement agreement. The parties deem it in their best interest to reach a complete resolution of any and all potential claims that Clayton may have against the City of Colorado Springs, occurring up to the date of this agreement. Basically, I'm resolving claims for this, specifically for this incident. All of this is pretty much just agreeing that I'm not going to sue them over it. And then we have consideration, which pretty much this is what they are agreeing to do. And I have to say, before we go into this, like, I'm pretty happy with it. I will say that we, as in me and my law firm, we're definitely willing to litigate it in court, but we strongly feel that this is acceptable and these are acceptable terms. So, within 30 days of the execution of this agreement, the City of Colorado Springs agrees to pay the total amount of $41,000 in the form of a check made payable to Clayton and the Kilmer Lane and Newman law firm. Now, Kilmer Lane and Newman is very huge civil rights law firm here in Colorado. I'd say pretty much every auditor here utilizes them. I guess I won't say specifically who, but yeah, you can pretty much figure that out. So, next we have City of Colorado Springs will ensure payment of all mediation costs. I'm going to be leaving the bottom section of this out because the mediation is confidential, but pretty much part of the agreement was that they're agreeing to pay the costs of the mediation. By July 1st, 2018, the following will be added to Colorado Springs Police Department General Order 1551, Section 4. Taking photographs and recording from a public space in of itself does not constitute suspicious activity. So a couple things to say about that. My law firm specifically was responsible for them having to publish their policy on the internet. They had to publicly publish it. Now, my law firm specifically, and other lawsuits against Colorado Springs, has had they have had different things added to this policy, but apparently that wasn't enough. So we had this line. It will be added to the policy by July 1st. Now, I must say personally, we proposed probably 15 different policy changes or adding to it at least, and this is the one policy that was agreed upon. I must say I was personally aiming more for something along the lines of, a police officer shall not detain someone for suspicious activity alone, but rather suspicious activity of a crime, or reasonable suspicion of a crime. That's what the law already states in accordance to Colorado Revised Statutes Title 16, Article 3, subsection 103. But, it is what it is. Here's the thing, though, police are more trained to know their policy than they are the law. That's why they have law books. That's why they have to go through and find codes, because they're not trained to know the law as much as they are their policy. So it would have helped for that to be in their policy, but this is definitely a step in the right direction. So next we have, by September 15th, 2018, the City of Colorado Springs will create and publish a roll call video addressing the First Amendment right to record police activity, and will require that its officers view the video by December 31st, 2018. So yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory, and it's pretty awesome. So basically, by the end of the year, every officer of Colorado Springs Police Department will be required to watch a video about our First Amendment right to record the police. Now, since this happened on November 2nd, I've not had one problem with the Colorado Springs Police Department as far as filming goes. I have filmed pretty much every government building in this entire city. Filmed the courts. I filmed the Department of Homeland Security, TSA at the airport. I've filmed every police department, the sheriff's office. I have not had one problem since that video came out. And I would have to say partially that's thanks to you guys calling them. And I will go out and say that we definitely don't need any more action as far as that goes. But this video will help that even more, so that even people recording a traffic stop aren't going to get hassled by police. So yeah. Next we have the City of Colorado Springs will reissue a November 6th bulletin on public context as an annual basis for 5 years. So basically, 2 days after I posted the video, after they got thousands of calls from you guys, the viewers, they issued a bulletin. Now the bulletin is a confidential, it's an internal bulletin. It's not requestable by Freedom of Information Act. At least I was advised that by my attorneys, but I can kind of give you the basis of that bulletin, and it basically just addresses the First and Second Amendment, and it educates police officers on the First and Second Amendment rights. Basically says that, well, it doesn't say this, but it kind of outlines that they can't detain people for exercising their First and Second Amendment right alone. So that includes public photography, freedom of speech, protesting, and open carrying. So that's a huge win as far as constitutional rights go here. They are going to be very, very careful about detaining people for that kind of thing. Now, I will also say that Colorado Springs has had issues in the past with open carry. It is legal in Colorado, but if you guys will recall, a little while ago, a man was arrested for open carrying near Acacia Park in Colorado Springs. The whole thing with that, which was actually taken by my law firm, the arresting officer was enforcing a city municipal code. The municipal code said that you could not open carry in a public park. Now, that municipal code was repealed, I think it was like a month or two before that arrest, and the officer did not know. So my law firm took that up and ended up losing in court because the officer was unaware that that code was no longer in place. And I hear people saying all the time, well, ignorance of the law is no excuse. It just goes to show that, it kind of is with police officers sometimes. But anyway, open carry is illegal. They are getting updated training on that. It's not part of the settlement agreement, but they are definitely going to be careful with that too. So, huge win with the First and Second Amendment. And yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the requirements, agreements of the settlement. The rest is just personal information, but yeah, I've been wanting to update you guys on that for a while now, and yeah, I'm glad I finally can. I haven't even said, hey, I'm gonna sue him. Oh yeah, I did. So I filed a complaint. I believe I did file that on November 6th as well. I'll have to check that, but I got a letter, I want to say 2, maybe 3 months ago, from CSPD saying that basically it was still under investigation, the complaint I filed against them. It has almost been 7 months, and I still have not gotten a letter. Now, I mean, we all kind of know what's going to happen with that. 99 times out of 100, it is going to be basically saying that we investigated ourselves and found that we did nothing wrong. And I don't know why in this case it has taken them 7 months to tell me that, probably just because of the possible lawsuit. But yeah, I do expect a letter from them regarding the complaint now. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it as far as the settlement agreement. They paid $41,000. Today's the 23rd. I'll be getting that check here in 2 days, and yeah, this is over and done with. So I do have to say real quick, no further action is required. I've taken down the phone number for their police department. I don't want any more calls. No calls are needed. No more action is needed. And I have to say that I don't condone people threatening anyone, including police officers, and I do not condone posting their personal information on the internet. So yeah, guys, that's about it for this. When I get anything regarding the complaint, I will update you guys on that. But I just wanted to make a video, kind of updating you guys. So, yep, thanks for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video.